Demi inside of you.
Oh, channeling our Demi.
We're amazing.
Channeling our Demi. Other girls are jealous.
Wait, what did she say? Hello, Colton, life's greatest treasure. Right here.
Right here.
Right here.
That's amazing.
So good.
That's amazing.
Guys,
We're here.
happy Tuesday.
Yep. And it's the happiest Tuesday because we get to talk about episode 3.
Because it's episode 3. Oh, this way, this way, this way.
Get a little mix it up. On you.
Winner!
Yes. Ooh, nice. Because there was a lot of competition this week.
Oh, it
Both
was.
personal and in the show.
That is so deep and so
Well,
fitting. W for winning is a competitive episode.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But really quick, before we dive in, can we just say cheers to episode 3?
Cheers,
Cheers to you.
cheers to you guys for jumping on. We got
Hi, y'all.
people saying hello.
Yes,
don't
we
be
love it.
shy. Say
Don't
hello.
be shy.
Oh, we're gonna be better. We've talked about this. We're getting better, guys. We're getting better. When we weirdly stare at the camera,
Yes.
that is
Stare at
us
the camera.
reading
Yes.
people having the conversation with us live. But we're gonna start doing better at reading comments that we're addressing.
So we don't look crazy.
Okay, so, and John would like us to know that he's available to make a personal appearance if necessary. So
Good to know.
thank you.
Thank you,
John.
John.
Okay.
Okay, so we open up, and you know how last week we had Colton doing his little one-on-one
I
session.
kind of thought they
with
might
the
be doing
camera.
that, like have like Colton doing opening scenes every time, but no.
No, it didn't happen this time. This time we actually had Sydney
Okay.
recapping the drama. She was recapping with us.
Yes, she was the
part of
recapper.
recap.
But the best part was like them taking shots of everyone having their like quiet, alone time, contemplative time by the pool. Like
It's deep moments happening.
Everybody was just like pensive by the pool.
I like how you bring it back.
Yes, I loved it.
Yes,
so
it was a good moment.
Yes.
And they kind of just jump right into it.
we started out with the first group date, and the card came. Monica read it, and it was a lot of girls. We had Katie, Heather, Hannah B, Courtney, Kirpa, Tracy, Demi, and Kailyn.
Did you see Hannah's face when Kailyn was the last name called? She looked sick to her stomach. She looked sick. Like, I can't believe I'm going to have to go on this date with her.
Yeah, so
She
you
was
could it set the
furious.
tone right there of what this date was going to be about.
Oh, gosh.
The second they zoomed in on her, and they did a lot of Hannah shots through this whole episode to get her reaction.
Yeah, and I was looking for them. I wanted them. So they knew what they were doing. I wanted them
If
back.
they didn't, I would have been like, where
I'm very disappointed.
is the Hannah shot?
Yeah.
So we took a little adventure.
to Pirate Bay.
Arr.
So we're going to go along there, too.
We're not gonna leave you hanging, guys.
No,
Wait,
why would
which-
we do that?
I don't know which eye I should do.
That's what I was
Do I have a
just
better
thinking.
eye? Which eye of my eyes is better?
Your eyes
Like,
are-
you know how people have better sides? Do I have
Yeah.
a better eye? I think this eye's better.
This is good. I can just... Oh,
Oh, that face makes me look like I'm having a stroke, so I'm not gonna make. Oh, thank you, husband. I'm feeling pretty hot and sexy.
yeah. Here we go.
Oh, I can't really see though. Can you see?
Out of
You
this
have
eye.
This is the same patch Hannah was wearing with the
Oh.
feather.
Hannah patch.
It's the Hannah patch.
Channeling my Hannah.
Oh, awesome.
Hannah only this way, not like emotionally, because I have some things to say about Hannah.
We're not gonna channel our inner Hannahs here.
No.
We only channel.
I'm just gonna-
channel our inner Demis, you guys.
Yeah.
I can't do the patch. I'm gonna do a fake patch. Okay.
Yeah.
It hurts. You can't see.
We tried. Okay.
We didn't practice
It's
that
hard
enough.
to be a pirate.
Okay. So
Yes, so
they walk in
And
and
Colton's standing there, like shirt open, like he's in a
like,
novella,
"He's so
he's on the front
sexy."
cover of a book, and they all come down to start the competition.
yes, we got to see a little bit of really bad acting for Colton. He's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you guys, stop fighting down there," and like swung down to like.
Oh, they
fake
loved it. They
touch.
loved it. They were
And
like,
the girls were
"Oh, mommy, save me."
He's so sexy.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
perfect.
And then they got their costumes on.
Yeah.
Demi pretended to be Shakira.
She's
Shakira.
random. She's so
Is
random.
Shakira a pirate? I
Well,
don't know.
it's in Demi's mind.
I love her so much.
Yeah. And then, okay, so then they have the girls go like one-on-one.
Yes, they did. They did a battle it out.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I have to say, you know how I'm not doing a notebook for Demi,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like maybe I should because she said that she doesn't want to be a yo-ho-ho.
I wrote that down. I wrote
She
that
goes,
down.
I don't want to be a yo-ho-ho.
Wow.
I don't want to. It's like, that's the best. Don't be a yo-ho-ho.
Yes.
Okay, so they battled.
Yeah, and so you think like through the whole thing, like Hannah was kicking butt the whole way through. I
Although,
thought
she was kind of violent. She was super competitive.
that's true.
And I think during the what is this fight called?
I don't know.
The
Joust.
foam jousting. Like everybody else was just like pushing, and she was like whack-a-moling people, and so
Yeah.
the girls were just like,
I'm just gonna fall. I'm gonna play dead. I can lay there.
Oh, Hannah.
Yeah.
Kailyn was like, "You're so strong. Don't hit me."
I think though she wanted to play it up like that. Like, I know how strong he is. It's not fair.
It's
Like,
not fair.
yeah. So that happened. But then they called Tracy and Kailyn, which also makes me think. Once again, if you guys were watching last week, which I know you were. I said how Colton was trying. I felt like Colton was trying to help the other team. I wonder if he was like, well, I really want it to be between. I don't want Hannah. I want Kailyn to rescue me, or Kailyn or Tracy. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying it felt weird that Kailyn won because they were picking the best,
And she didn't really show up as the best.
And Kailyn got picked. I don't know. I just thought it was weird. But who am I to?
I think it's because they saw him and Kailyn. Him and Kailyn were like flirting a lot.
They had some chemistry.
And Hannah was hating it.
That side
she
eye.
was like.
If she was Superman, like a hole in Kailyn, like yeah, so that wasn't good. But yeah, so then Kailyn rescues him, and they have a super kind of awkward kiss. You see,
But first of all, we forgot to say.
Oh my gosh, the best part. Demi, this girl, threw a chicken leg on the stage. I don't know if I love her or if I think she's crazy.
No, I love her. So they announced who was going to be in the competition. Kailyn, and Hannah goes, where everyone could see. I was like, way to play it cool, Hannah.
Not jealous.
And then they say Tracy, and Demi stands up and chunks that turkey leg. You can see it flying.
She is not afraid to share her feelings. The girl is not.
I go, we need to rewind. I think there's a turkey leg being thrown at people. That was so great.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was rough. It was rough. And so Hannah once again looks really awkward when they kiss and then they come down, and I mean, it feels like that was
it. That was the end of the date. And then we moved to the cocktail party.
Okay.
Yeah. And the first interaction was, we can take these off now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pirate moment
over. The first interaction was Katie. I think she's cute.
So I did this. I wrote like she was too intense, but then I moved her to my top 5.
Okay.
The first time.
I think they're like connected.
Something's growing, and they seem to have a lot in common, and they seem to be vibing, and I don't know. I just think he's really, really feeling her. So I thought
she called him a dork, and he liked that. Like he actually liked that. Like thought that was a cute, flirty. And then he kept stroking her leg, and there was like a
scratch, or like maybe she cut herself shaving or something.
I know, and they like zoomed in on it,
and he's like rubbing it. I was like, ew.
I was like, why are they zooming in? And then, what's her name? I told you I wasn't gonna forget the Bristow girl.
Kailyn Bristow.
Kailyn Bristow tweeted about like, this is my worst nightmare because if you get the chill bumps in your cocktail dress, it's not as smooth. Like they're like rubbing on these girls' shins, and she's like, I would be the cold person growing hair and like mortified. I thought that was funny.
I'd be like, play it off. You give me goosebumps.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after that happened, they went right into Demi's time with him. Oh, first of all, Demi and Tracy got engaged again.
Okay, no, but I agree with Demi 100% because she was like, oh, it's hard to tell Colton's type. And then,
hey, the ageism is a real thing.
And then Tracy was like, when I was younger, I used to say things like type.
Yeah.
But I don't say that anymore. And like Demi called her out for that passy aggressive, like, oh, I know you're older, so you have a lot more wisdom to give us. That must be hard for you. And then she acted like, oh, why would you attack my age? And it's like, oh, you just attacked her.
Yeah, you just literally looked down on her for being younger.
Yes.
Yes, Sarah, she's crazy.
Inappropriate to look down on you for being young.
Just saying.
No one looked down on you for being
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I thought Demi was like, I was like, yeah, don't let her call you out.
No,
for that.
No,
Stand
it was
up for
ugly.
yourself.
At the same time, though, Demi makes me feel really old. Like calling people like Cougar Club when they're between the ages of 27 and 31 makes me want to like crawl into a hole.
Yeah,
because I am there.
That's true. And
so she goes right into her date with Colton, and homegirl blindfolds him like they're in Bird Box, and proceeds to
maybe what they were doing, the Bird Box challenge.
Maybe. She bent him over and started to wooden paddle spank him. And
not to mention the mannequin hand.
Okay, that was so awkward because he did not know. It was just sliding down and down and down. And it was like on his stuff. And she was like, look. And he laughed when he saw it was a mannequin hand, but I would have been freaking out. She's ballsy and I like it.
I love it.
I like how bossy she is.
I love it. But also, did you notice when they were saying goodbye, he was using the mannequin hand to stroke her hair?
That was funny. That shows that they have some humor there.
I think
but
they're
also, she kept saying like, "Oh, I make him nervous," and I'm like, "Yes, you do. You blindfold him and spank him. You make him nervous."
Yeah, like that's not you personally.
That's
like
your actions. It's your actions, sister.
That's not because like you're mysterious. It's because you blindfold and
like,
spank people.
you smell so good. I thought she was gonna bite him.
Demi is too much, but just the right amount of much.
Yeah, like her muchness is at a good level.
The muchness is what we need on The Bachelor, Sarah.
Yeah, it's true. So that was...
She's a Yohoho. No, she's not. No, she's not.
That's hilarious. So, and that was her time.
Yes.
Yeah, and then so right
New
after
drama.
that,
New drama. A new couple.
Yeah, so Hannah walks in after that.
No. First,
who?
we had Demi and Courtney drama.
Oh, she comes back and Courtney gets mad. You're right.
Courtney,
You're right.
and
How could
because
forget?
Courtney called her saucy. And I love that. And then Demi was like, I'm not going to do this, dude.
I can't get behind Courtney right now.
Oh, Courtney's going to go any second now.
can't get behind
We're not even
Courtney.
going to talk about this anymore.
Sorry,
because
Courtney. She came on right.
Oh, Courtney Durham came on right when we were
when
saying
like,
it.
sorry, not you. The
Courtney.
other Courtney. The least important Courtney.
The Courtney that's pretending that she's going to have a big role in this, but she's not.
She's not, no.
Okay,
Yeah.
Then
we had some beauty queen drama.
Beauty queen drama. Beauty queen drama.
Yes, so we have to get ready for this. So hello peasants.
You
Okay.
guys, y'all gotta pick teams now.
Yeah.
We gotta figure out whose side we are on.
Girl.
Get down.
I thought I had a side, but I switched teams this episode.
You switched?
I switched teams. I might switch back.
No, you gotta stay true.
I don't know.
You
I
pick-
feel
you
like
pick a girl.
I feel like
what
these
you do
girls
with
keep me on my
friendships?
toes.
Is that what you do with
Not our
friendships?
friendship. But we're
You're
built
like-
on solid foundation of The Bachelor.
We have something true to stand
True.
on.
That's true. So, okay, Hannah walks in. And here's the thing. What are we calling this portion of the episode? Chelsea's
queens? Oh.
tidbit of knowledge.
Chelsea's giving you a rosebud of
A
knowledge.
rosebud of knowledge.
She's like blowing the petals
This
of
is-
knowledge your way.
Yes, this is for your life too. Okay, so Hannah walks in and she's like, let me talk bad first. And we all know from previous Bachelor and real life scenarios, the first one to talk bad goes down.
It's not good.
How many 2-on-1 dates have we been on where that is the outcome? Like, come on.
It's the person who starts this always.
Always goes down first. I'm just saying, even if your cause is noble and true,
Doesn't matter.
It does not matter. So I will say, Hannah walked in. She told Colton she didn't tell him. She kind of told him some stuff, and then he asked questions, and she gave a knowing glance, like yes. But he was
All with a smile.
Yes.
All while
an awkward beauty
all while
queen.
remaining her beauty
smile.
queen stature.
He was
Hannah
mad,
did
though.
start it. Hannah did start it.
Yep. He looked upset. Like
did.
he didn't want to hug her. She made him kiss her.
Oh, okay. I think she kind of went in for a kiss, and he kind of like did this like turn, and she goes, "At least give me a peck," and he was kind of like, "Want to?"
Yeah, so he walks away and he lets go of her hand, and I don't know if you heard her quietly. She did not say this for the cameras. She was like, "He hates me."
Yeah,
He
I heard that.
friggin' hates
She,
me.
you know, she said he freaking hates me.
He freaking hates me.
But she had first of all, Heather never been kissed. She is an
Pot
instigator.
stir. I wrote Kelly Kapowski pot stir.
She's Saved by the Bell style,
Sprinkling in that drama. Stir it on up.
getting her Kelly Kapowski drama on because she was like, "You have to tell him. That's for his good." But here's Hannah never really. The only true thing that came out of her mouth that was super negative was she called it a hostile environment.
Yeah.
I mean, she brought it up, so she did start it.
Yes.
For sure, she didn't even have to bring it up.
No.
But she only said hostile environment. And she was trying to, I think, stay PC at first. Because she was like, it was highly competitive, highly intense. You know, it just got bad.
Yeah.
And then he directly said, was she mean? And she goes, was she manipulative? Was she fake? I mean,
So she said it all without saying anything.
I know.
But then she also said, which put him on the defense instantly, when she was like, well, if you like her, you can't like me.
I've been there though. I've been there. I dated someone once with those feelings.
Said John.
Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, where you're thinking, man, if you fell in love with that.
No, that's true. There is something to that, but I feel like she instantly came in and that was like one of the part of the first sentence. And it put him on like the
he did
defense
not
because he's like,
that.
I do like her.
Yeah.
And I like you.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't know. So then he brought in Kailyn.
Yes, he did bring in Kailyn.
She gave her like, I don't want to say sob story because that's the wrong word, but just like her moment of, I do have a lot, I've gone through a lot.
But see, here's the thing, what I didn't understand is and I actually believe she has gone through a lot and like deserves respect. But I don't understand what her past has to do with the Hannah and her drama. Like, because he was asking her what happened with you and Hannah.
Sure.
And then she was like, well, you don't understand what's happened in my past.
I wonder if that had something to do with like the way she is, like the way she handles that drama, like she shuts down, and this is why.
Yeah.
This is why we couldn't connect. I just don't.
Yeah, because I was kind of like, I mean, I hear you. You've been through something bad, but why? What does that have to do with Hannah and you? Like, I feel like you were kind of like, I felt like it might be a little bit like manipulative on her end. But you're right. I like that thought. Like, this is why I shut down and quit talking.
And that why possibly led to worse things between Hannah and I.
And Hannah interpreted it as mean when maybe it was just Kailyn shutting down. I don't know, but
possible.
He went and got the rose for her.
Yeah, well, I mean, she like cried and she like.
And Hannah, I mean, like that was like a slap in the face to Hannah. Like that was like clearly like who he believes. Like you told me not to give the rose to Kailyn, not to trust Kailyn, and here I am walking up in front of you, grabbing this rose and taking it to Kailyn. Like,
oh yeah,
I feel like that was like definitely obvious.
Slap in the face.
Yeah.
And that was the end of the night.
Yeah. Kailyn got the rose.
That was pretty crazy.
It was a long night, and what we focused on.
That's really, honestly, that was like the majority part of this episode tonight.
Sorry guys, okay, it's over. Yeah. There's no more drama. We're done.
We'll still find some.
Okay, next was the one-on-one.
So it was Elise. Yeah, and they took a helicopter to San Diego. To go to an amusement park. But it was...
He said he's never been on a helicopter. I found that suspicious.
No, his other season of The Bachelor, he was never on a helicopter.
I know. I was like, how did you make it?
They always do a couple helicopter dates. I don't know.
Okay, anyway, they went to an amusement park.
Yeah, and then it was not a one-on-one date, Carly.
It wasn't.
He surprised her with making it a group date with the cutest group of kids.
I know.
Ever.
Guys. Okay, so y'all know my story. Well, you might not, but I have 2 children with different abilities, and so me and John were like oogling over this date. I'm not gonna throw John under the bus, but here I am driving. He might have got tears in his eyes.
Oh, that's not
because it was really cool.
He's more of a man for it.
But also, truth factor, it was not just him and Elise, because there's no way that they were safely watching all those kids. There was a lot of people taking care of those kids in the background.
No, there had to have been.
Yeah.
Because they had a lot of one-on-one time with some of the kids.
I know, and I was like, what happened to the one in the wheelchair? John is like, I hate you. Also, the little girl wearing her mask on her chin, that was just so that we knew she was sick. Like, because what's the point of a mask on your chin? Like, I was like, I think that was just like them wanting to know that they were sick kids. Because I was like, I mean, you either need it, and so it's on your face, or you're going to just go ahead and take it off because you're not using it.
Yeah,
so
no, that's real.
But so I was like, well, that was a little produced, but
yeah, no, but it was a cute date.
So cute.
They had a lot of fun, and then they went to dinner. And I mean, because that's all I have to say about the carnival date. It was cute. It was cute. It was good. It was cute. It was great. But then they went to dinner, and she opened up about her sister.
Her sister's story. That
like
I literally had the chills. I was like, this is a story.
Yeah. And it's a huge, not that the other people's story isn't a huge impact, but that is a huge impact.
Yeah, to walk through that as a family, and she had such a great outlook on it. Like, I mean, she's definitely still grieving her sister, but she was like, we have my nephew and this wonderful little person in the world, and they started a nonprofit.
Awesome. Which is so awesome. And they got to bond over that, the fact that they both had these nonprofits, especially, you know, that help out families and kids, that it's meaningful.
Yeah.
It's a huge bonding moment for them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then he gave her the rose, and they went to go watch someone.
To Neil Arts, who I had not heard of before, but I really enjoyed the song. Yeah. So I might figure out what the song was.
Is she a big person?
Not that I know of yet, but I don't. She sounds country music. I don't listen a lot.
That kind of like what happens when you like walk through the door with the your date on The Bachelor, and you're like, who is that?
You're like, I'm just gonna enjoy. I'm on The Bachelor.
And then like the producer's like, how'd you like the artist? And you're like, oh,
Yeah, I've never been disappointed in the artist before.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was like, oh, they were great.
Oh yeah,
it was fun.
So good. I love to know arts. It's good. Okay,
That was it.
Elise is a cutie, but my mom gave great insight about Elise, that she is a very mature, like not in a bad way.
Yeah.
But she's very put together.
You don't think Colton's quite there.
I don't know if Colton's quite there yet. Not that he's not, but I think the age, not just the age difference, but she even mentioned that she dated older men usually. And that makes sense for her, because I feel like she's that very, like in a good way, mature and just like ready for this stage of life. Like,
Yes.
very much on a different, not like a higher level. It's not like it's better.
No,
it's just a different level.
Yes. No, I totally understand.
And I could totally see that too. I was like, yeah, you're right. I think there's like a little bit of disconnect on like where they're at in life. So
that we'll see how that plays out.
But I love her.
I see her going further.
Yeah,
Like,
I did
don't
like
know
her.
How far, but I see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we went to another group date.
Another group date.
It was just and it was a workout date.
The fitness challenge.
Yes.
With Terry.
Yes.
Oh my
Who
gosh.
has been married? I didn't know this. 29 years.
I know. I was like, that was so
epic.
cute.
I love anyone who's been married that long.
So cute.
That's amazing.
And he was like, she holds this whole family together.
Such like, say it all.
Say
Say
it
more
all.
things.
Adorable couple.
Yeah.
Just downright adorable. So
Yes, no, I loved it.
I loved them both. And
So-
she was a hoss. I loved her.
Oh yeah, she looked
was
like
great.
she could beat you up, but then like make you
I kind of wanted
give
her
you
to
a hug.
I wanted her to beat me up a little bit.
Like she's like the kind of person who'd be like, put your life together, but I love you.
Yes.
Like,
I was
I need
come
that.
into
Like-
my life. Make it right. Put me on a workout challenge.
Girl,
I would
for
work
real.
out with her hardcore
Yeah,
style. I love
she's
her.
amazing.
Okay.
So the girls kind of were in there and they were doing their fitness thing, and then Sydney, girl, I see you, Sydney. She lays on the ground. She's like, Colton, stretch me. I don't know if she said this, but I feel like she did. She's like, oh, Colton, my legs are so tight. And he's just like, he's putting her leg over his
like,
shoulder.
goes sideways
And he is
with
leaning
it.
forward, and everyone's standing there like, are they having sex right now? Is he not a virgin anymore?
It was so bad. And Cassie, is Cassie right? She's like, he's not a stretching virgin anymore.
No.
Oh, she was even using lines like deeper. God.
She was trying to ruin everyone's time, and it made my time better. But everyone else must have felt so awkward.
That is so awkward.
So awkward, but it's
awkward.
so fun. It's so fun.
Oh, and then they moved outside for the Bachelor's Strongest Woman. Which was kind of, it's not my favorite.
It was okay. It felt really quick. I don't know if it's
They didn't
because,
show much.
Well, I don't know if it's because we spent so much time on all the stuff in the beginning, but it felt so fast, and it just kind of was a blip on the radar.
If you looked at everyone's Instagram feeds, like everyone did every challenge.
But see, it didn't look like that. It looked like two people per
showed
challenge.
2 people per challenge, but like then you could go on their Instagram and you would see all of them flipping their tires or pulling the limo. So I was like, oh, So
Well, they must have cut it a lot because there was not a lot of time.
yeah.
So, and then they had a little competition at the end, and actually Onika won that competition.
yeah.
She won nothing, but she did win.
Yeah, she was thinking, she was like, I just pictured myself winning the rose. I was like, but you're not. You're just winning a
You
trophy.
just won a trophy, which
Yeah.
was a cool trophy.
And then they went to cocktails.
Yes.
And it was kind of, for the most part, uneventful. Like, I don't remember anyone's particular moment except for
Yeah.
Kailyn.
Kailyn. It was awkward to watch. That was hard to watch.
It's hard because he was like asking her about her life, and she was saying, well, I don't really have anything sad that I want to tell you. And it was like, the you was emphasized weird. Like, I would tell other people, but maybe not. I'm not ready to tell you.
But here's the thing. I don't know if she felt like she had to have a sad story.
Right.
But she didn't have to. She could have easily said like, oh, I was also raised by strong women, or I have a great relationship,
Right.
or I love my job.
Just, what are you passionate about?
Yes, but she had nothing.
Oh.
And he's like, how is it? What's an intimate with your family? Oh, I wouldn't use the word intimate. She got so awkward.
Yeah.
And
it was an awkward
It was
conversation.
super immature for her to react that way to the question and then have nothing to say.
Well, and also, like, she goes, I guess I could tell you about going out with my friends and being goofy or being silly. And
And he was like, okay.
Okay.
He's like, my punchline in this show is I'm a virgin, and that's not deep enough for me. That is not deep enough for me.
Well, I I just, like you said, it didn't have to be a sob story or a tragic story. Someone didn't have to die. But what makes you passionate? What makes you tick? What do you want to do with your life? What are you interested in? Like, this is a speed dating. And for you to be like, I can talk about going out with my girlfriends, you're not going to get there fast enough.
When he kept asking her questions, and she'd be like, I just feel like I'm not as far ahead as the other girls. Like, she was so, like, I don't know if she was just so stuck in her mind.
She was.
Like, I think Homegirl's watching it at home going, why didn't I say anything?
Something. And she looked shocked when he, like, sent her home. And I was like,
I love
goes,
Go ahead.
I don't want to hold your hand.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. I don't want to hold your hand right now, Colton.
Shot him down.
And I don't blame her though.
Well,
if a guy just broke up with me, I'd be like, don't touch me.
I always think that's weird every season. So I was like, well, good for you, because she's like, let's not hold hands. That's weird. Let's not be like that.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Nicole got the rose. So we didn't really see a lot of her.
It was a little blip, but he did in that moment tell her how much he thought she was strong and stuff like that. So he really did kind of take what the date was. So I thought that was good.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Moving.
The pool party.
Instead of a cocktail party.
Yeah, because apparently he already made his decision. I was confused.
Think so. It was like he wanted it to be less formal and less stressful, but it seemed like, how are you going to get away from the stress of it? Like, it's just a different setting, but it's the same drama.
Yes.
Which,
yeah, it's time for the next episode of
we're moving on to the
pageant
next round
drama.
of the beauty pageant drama. Let's top off for the beauty pageant section. Hannah and Kailyn, drama continues. This time he first met with Kailyn.
Yes, but what's funny is Hannah is talking with
Heather
again. Heather again is like stoking the fire.
We are going to call out Heather as a problem
She
child.
needs to be called out. She has some drama, and
A good friend says Hannah.
Yep, cry on the inside like a winner.
A good friend brings you the Chelsea moment. You would always be calling me out.
I would have like too much emotion.
Don't
relax.
Chill.
Yeah. So Kailyn and I know his name, Colton, walked by like
Perfect
and
timing.
She literally wanted to like crawl under her skin.
Okay, and can we talk about her growl or whatever that was?
I literally wrote, if I heard that one more time, that scary mouth open,
the beast,
the Hannah beast inside cried.
So no longer does Hannah B stand for Hannah Bama. It stands for Hannah Beast.
Something's coming. Something's stirring in her. This hatred is literally a monster in her.
I think it's right. Like, this girl makes her so insecure. Like,
it's really sad.
So under her skin so much. But Kailyn comes to him and finally is like, I don't want to say anything bad, but let me say all the horrible things that I can. Which I felt like that was actually a little manipulative.
She straight up said everything.
Because she was like, she used the word liar, manipulative, like all these words that are not nice. Which Hannah did start this. I kept telling myself, Kailyn would have probably never had this conversation with him, or maybe she would have, but
maybe later. I don't know.
But we don't know. But
she had an opportunity, lest we not forget. Lest we forget.
Let's talk about
she had this opportunity to talk bad about Hannah in the second last week, and he said, how's everything in the house? And her response was, all the girls are great. Yeah. She did not bring up
because I don't think she would have.
She didn't. So I'm just saying, at that moment leads me to believe she had an opportunity to say, Hannah and I have had beef, and she didn't take it.
No, so I feel like this was, she only did all of this because Hannah stirred the pot. Although I do think the bigger person might have been like, there's a lot there that.
Wait for Colton to ask.
Yeah.
What happened between you guys?
Be like.
So after he told her all that, he kind of was like okay with her still. He gave her a hug and a kiss. He was fine with her.
He did not treat her like he did.
No. And then he went to talk to Hannah.
And that still was awkward. It's not good.
No. And
it's not good.
But even after Hannah talked to him again this time, he looked mad again.
He did.
At Hannah. Yeah. And he walked away from her again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it just leads me to believe that he feels stronger about Kailyn than he
I think
does
that's
about
why he's
Hannah.
mad at Hannah, because he has really strong feelings for Kailyn, and here it's Hannah who's making him doubt his feelings. You know,
but he still has feelings for Hannah. They're just not at the level.
I don't even know if he really has that much feelings for Hannah. Like,
really?
I think now.
I think he did.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, he gave her the rose on the one-on-one, but I do think a lot of it is now he's like keeping her around because he's a little insecure about Kailyn, and he's wanting this like
the inside of view of like, if Kailyn does something in the house, I want to know about it.
Yeah.
Because I really like her. That's a
Wait,
good
no,
point.
he was mad at
was
Hannah.
mad.
And it didn't seem at the situation. It seemed
He was mad at Hannah.
And even Hannah was like, I'm sorry. I was like, and she always is smiling while she says it all.
Yeah,
She's
no,
like,
it was really awkward. And then he went to go talk to the producers.
Yeah, he disappeared, and I did feel bad for Hannah for this, is that all the girls at the pool were like, Hannah's hogging his time, and he wasn't even with Hannah. He was like in the producing room, and but like I said, we can bash Hannah. We can try to defend Hannah, but she did kind of start this ball rolling, so.
She did, but we'll see how it goes. And what was interesting to me is that he kept saying, oh, I'm hearing two different stories. And I was like, not really.
Not really.
You're hearing the same story from two different sides.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, so I don't know. I want to see how this all unfolds. I definitely will tell you they're going to be on a 2-on-1 date.
Oh,
I call it. I will put money on it.
They're on a
They are
2-on-1.
going to be on a 2-on-1 date.
2-on-1. And I do think actually both girls are a little bit manipulative. I mean, I think I might end up regretting that if one of them is like, got something to say, but they both seem a little bit manipulative. So,
I mean, anyone has the capability. If they don't like something, they can twist whatever they want. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't care how good of a person you are. We'll see.
yeah, we'll find out.
We'll see.
They're probably both sweethearts.
Yeah, so pretty much after that, all the girls are complaining they didn't have any time with him or whatever, and then it kind of cuts to the rose ceremony.
Then they go to the rose ceremony, and Hannah G did not get a date.
Yes, even though she got the first rose on night 1, but I wonder if that means he's super secure.
He
in
is,
the
because she
relationship.
got the first rose.
Yeah.
And he told her that at the pool party. He said, I'm super secure. And so I think it was nice of him to do that. It was good. You got to send a nod to the Hannah G who didn't get a date. If you're super secure, a good way to send that message is
To tell her.
let me give you a first rose.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
I mean, I feel like a first impression rose is such a good sign in the show. Like,
No, it is. They're sometimes the winners.
and
so.
then Hannah got the very last rose, and she was
mad. She was
She
like,
didn't even-
why
she's
is he even
like-
keeping me?
She goes, I mean, I know I should be happy that I got a rose, but really I just want to be like, what were you thinking? I was like, that's really not the best way to
I
do
wonder
it.
if he was sending a message to her at that moment, though. Like, hey, you're on thin ice kind of thing. I don't know. He's sending all these vibes that he's just really mad at
The
Hannah.
vibes from the whole situation is that he's on Team Kailyn.
Yes.
I mean, for sure that's the team Colton's on. Now, I'm undecided. I know we need to decide, but I can't decide.
I need to do more research.
I need more.
Anymore.
I need them to give me more of this background. Like, it can't just be like it got competitive.
Yeah.
Like some event or like a fight or something had to happen, right?
I don't know.
There's
I
something
mean,
there that
there's
we're
something
missing.
we're missing. It's not adding up. So
But
we'll keep you posted on
We'll
what we
keep you
learn.
posted. Who went home?
Yeah.
Catherine with her dog Lucy.
Bree with her fake Australian accent. Good day, mate.
Good day, Bree.
day,
and
Bree.
Nina.
And Nina, which I don't even remember Nina. So
She's cute. Bye, Nina.
she was cute, but bye.
Bye. And I'm sad about Catherine because she's kind of fun.
I thought she was going to be around longer. I thought she was going to
A little
become
bit
more of a
longer.
villain longer. So we
But-
will see.
And then we're about to
happens.
head off on an adventure
Yep, to Singapore.
to Singapore.
We'll see you in Singapore.
We're down to 15.
Yes.
Half of what we started with.
Yeah, this is going quick.
It's going quick, you
quick.
guys. You going quick. Do you have a favorite?
Yeah, tell us about your favorites.
Who's
tell
your
us
favorite?
Who you're watching right
Are
now.
you
I don't
Katie?
know right now. I'm struggling. I think Katie's in my leading right
Yeah.
now.
So, like, personally, I still like Tasha, but I haven't seen any connection with them. So I don't think she's, like, connecting. And I like Cassie, but I don't see them connecting.
No, they had a moment, but it didn't seem big. He did say she gave him butterflies, though, so that's a thing to
And
watch.
she's a little awkward. I like that. But yeah, I feel like we're not getting to see a lot of these connections.
They're probably going to come out of the woodwork once all the drama's gone.
So I'm crossing my fingers for my girls, Tasha and Cassie. So
Okay.
who you crossing your fingers for? And let's hear a Singapore accent.
I don't have one.
We're not
I don't
even-
want to do it justice.
We're
I
not
would not do
even
it
gonna
justice.
try. But Hannah G and Katie.
Angie, Katie.
Hannah, you're right. Hannah G. Sarah,
Yeah, good call.
Hannah G.
Good call.
Good call.
Okay, so that's
good.
it. We wrapped up episode 3. We can't wait for next week.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. Oh, is it? Is that?